What's up you guys, and welcome to another video. Today we have a very cool unboxing of the Samsung S26 Ultra. So let's not waste any more time and let's get right into it. Alrighty. Damn, this knife looks like it needs a little bit of a new blade. But anywho, this is what you get. This is what it looks like when you order it in. This is Samsung typical packaging. Let's go ahead and take this out. Rip this apart for you guys. Jesus, this thing is wrapped up real good. And here it is. I got a clear case. The Samsung clear case for the S26 Ultra and the phone itself. So let's go ahead and pick this up. Anywho, so here is the box itself. Let's go ahead and zoom in here for you guys. Get you guys right into the action. So it's pretty similar to the S25 Ultra, to be honest with you guys. It really wasn't much of a difference in terms of packaging. Galaxy S26 Ultra on the top, a little indent of what the phone looks like. All right guys, and the color that we went with, and let me know if I'm saying this wrong, I probably am, is Cobalt Violet. So like a purple color. Nonetheless, we have two tabs right here. All right, move that to the side and open this up. Here is the phone itself. I have to say that it's definitely purple once the light hits it at a certain angle, if you guys see here. Definitely feels thinner but thicker at the same time, if you know what I'm talking about. I mean, let me know what you guys look. How does it look? It honestly does feel like a big slab phone for sure. Comparing it to the S25 Ultra, which we will do in a second. Let's see what else you get in the box. Nowadays, you really don't get much, as you guys may know. SIM eject tool and a USB-C to USB-C cable. Yeah, that's pretty much it, and paperwork. Let's go ahead and move this to the side. And let's go ahead and take this off. Okay, I was a little worried because it did take a little bit of a second in order for it to turn on right there. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess the purple, the violet is a little different than what I'm used to. You know, I usually go for the really dark colors, but I could see this being different. I guess when the light hits it at a certain angle, it does look pretty nice. So let's go ahead and set it up. Let's get started. Agree. I've been using my Pixel 10 Pro XL, so that's what we're going to be transferring it from. So let's go ahead and let that do its thing. Go ahead and scan the QR code. Verify it's you. Enter your phone's PIN. All right, connecting to my Wi-Fi. And it says it may take a few minutes. So while that's doing its thing, we're gonna go ahead and push that off to the side and unbox the clear case that we bought with it. Let's go ahead and see what we got in here. So it's just a clear case, you know, it's nothing fancy. I would probably go with something a little more robust to keep this phone protected. It is $12.99 for a 256 gigabyte model, which seems a little steep. So I'd definitely get something a little more protective, I would say. But let's go ahead and continue the setup. Transfer SIM from Galaxy Android phone. we'll skip this step for now. I'll do that later. Let's go ahead and copy all the apps. All right, y'all, so from what it looks like, we're all set. Didn't take us too bad. It wasn't too bad, I guess, from what it used to be. All right, it says you're all set. We've transferred and organized your data. Keep your phone connected until the data transfer is complete. Now let's go to see what's new. Transfer photos from AI, find out who's calling. Let's go ahead and go to home. All right, so we're in. Truth be told, I guess ergonomically, I mean physically, I would say yeah, like having the S25 Ultra here, it does feel a little more, I don't know if it's just me, maybe a little more circle. Like this phone was a little more squared off to me, but this new phone is like more circular shape. They did put these things on the cameras. One thing I did notice is that this one was not that bad at the table rocking, but this one, it's pretty bad. So keep that in mind. Even if you don't rock a case on your phone, just, you know, keep that. You probably want to, I don't know, I guess that could be a little annoying. But like I said, this is just an unboxing. Stay tuned for the review. One thing I did want to check out, let's talk about what's new with this phone. It's a 7.9mm design, more rounded corners. Like I said, the previous one was a little more squared off, a little bit more squared off. More rounded edges and enhanced AI integration. So this is 7.9mm. I believe the S25 Ultra was a 8.2mm design. Where they upgraded to the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 for Galaxy. It introduced a brand new privacy display that we will check out in a second, and a wireless charging capabilities of 25 watt versus 15 watts, and new camera features. And it updated the rear camera, the layout, as you guys can see right here. Let's go ahead and test out the privacy setting, privacy screen. Let's go ahead and go to I'm sure it's on display. All right, so we can up the display a little bit so you guys can get a better look at this. And if we put privacy display, okay, I could see. I mean, obviously if you're looking straight on, yeah, it'll look like that, but like if you tilt it to the side, you know, you can't see much on this side. But I could see how automatically, as soon as I put on my privacy display, it goes dark, but the brightness increases almost to like 75%. So that's something to keep in mind. So you probably, I don't know if you would drain the battery more. That's actually a really good thing to check. Let's go ahead and up the resolution to 3120 by 1440. But yeah, obviously we're gonna test this out in the real world. Here in the studio, we have really good lighting, so therefore, you know, it's really hard to test that out. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and do a speaker test, as it is a norm in this channel. Let's go ahead and go to one of my videos. Let's go ahead and click on my previous video.
Discover the secret to organizing your phone's storage. Try the Gallery app, your smart solution for managing.
Oh, okay, this is like fancy. I can feel it being a little slippery though, to be honest. I mean, I like how this is like, you know, a little shiny, the buttons feel good. Let's see how it looks with the case. All right, so it definitely sits flush. It definitely looks nice though, but honestly, it does feel like a little bit slippery. So this would be more of a kind of going out case, you know? Definitely wouldn't be an everyday case for sure. Also got a clear case, a magnet. to just show off that jet black. I mean, material looks good. Will it give it any protection? Maybe, maybe not really. I mean, it does feel a little bit more grippy in the hand. Definitely feels a lot better. This case is also a fingerprint magnet. So yeah, guys, right now, the clear case is my least favorite. So this is a silicone case. I'm not sure of the color. It looks navy blue to me, but let's go ahead and check it out. Okay, yeah, see, this feels a lot better and actually looks cleaner too. Yeah, this. Yep, so typical Samsung fashion, you know, it's good speakers. I've always said that. Apple and Samsung always have had the best speakers, and Google coming up right behind them. But quick things first, let's do a quick test on the cameras. Let's take a picture of this lens and see how it looks. I have to say that their image processing has definitely went up. It used to be Google, iPhone, Samsung. I would still give Google the best image processing. I would give Galaxy the next step up, and then I would give the iPhone the third runner up. No questions asked. But in terms of video, that's another topic. Let's go ahead and take a selfie here, even though I do look a little bit dead. Let's take a portrait selfie here. All right, see how I look. Not bad. I gotta be honest, it looks pretty good, and I did take a nap earlier, so let's go ahead and take a little bit of a wider one. Yeah, I gotta say these cameras are actually really good. I'm actually really excited to take these out and about and do my thing with them. Yeah, honestly, I can't complain. Let's go ahead and do a little video test. Now, obviously, we have good lighting here, so I'm sure it's not gonna do much justification, but let's go ahead and take a look. What's up, guys? I hope you guys are still watching by this time of the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know what you guys think. How does the audio look? How's the video quality look? This is just the default settings that come straight out of the box. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, and subscribe. I gotta say, the cameras, they look really good. Not just saying that, you know, between me and all the brands, there's no loyalty. I'll go to the best phone out there. I will say that my go-to phone was the S26 Ultra, but I have been kind of going more to the Google side for the software experience. But I have been going from Google to Galaxy Z Fold 7. Let me know if you guys want me to do a video between a slab phone and a foldable phone. And let me know if you guys are interested in doing a day in the life video. I've gotten comments on that before. I'm still kind of trying to see the best way to film that, but nonetheless, truth be told, guys, I think that's pretty much where I'm gonna wrap up this video. I mean, it's just an unboxing, so obviously it's nothing crazy. With the wintertime finally going away, we're gonna be able to take this out and about, really test the privacy display, really test all of the new cameras, and also, you know, give you guys a full-on review. As soon as this thing is done transferring, 4 minutes left, I'm gonna try and put this case on there. That's better than nothing, I guess. I don't even know how much I paid for this, but yeah, it's not the greatest case, honestly. But honestly speaking though, this color, when the light hits it, it looks just right, you know what I'm saying? It's a little warm right now because of all the files that I'm trying to transfer over. Also, I was also wondering, let me know if for you Samsung users, do you guys use Google Messages or do you guys use the default Samsung Messages app? I'm kind of curious to see which one you guys like better and why. Let's see how much time we got left. 2 minutes left, guys, 2 minutes left. But yeah guys, like I said, honestly speaking though, I like this phone a lot, you know. It seems pretty good. Let me take a picture of this camera here so you guys can see kind of the quality that I'm talking about. Obviously I'll post it on the video, but yeah, I have to say I really like it. Like when the light hits it, you could really see the violet purple color on it. And yeah, like I said, I'm really excited to test this out and about in the real world. Winter's gone, well, leaving I should say, and we'll really be able to test this in the outdoors where these phones are supposed to be the best. But yeah, honestly speaking though guys, I think, well, let's go ahead and try on this flimsy case that I got. It's alright. It honestly makes the phone feel a lot more slippery than it really should. But nonetheless, I think this is where I'm gonna wrap up the video. Let me know what you guys want to see. If you guys have any more questions, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.